I figured I'd just shoot a little bit here. That guy going by is literally the first car we've seen in almost half an hour. So we're heading up through. This is how the roads are in all of this area. It's awesome. Good morning, YouTube. So we're heading up through to Lobster Lake, and basically it's up on the Golden Road. It's in the kind of middle section of Maine, and you've probably heard of Golden Road if you've ever watched Discovery Channel. There's the Pellerins logging, and sometimes with the like the ice road truckers and stuff, you'll hear them referencing the Golden Road in Maine. A lot of the guys that end up doing the trucking for the logging and stuff here, they do the ice road trucking also when they need extra income, because we end up shutting down the Golden Road up here. So we've actually got a station with a map here, and here we are. So this is Lobster Lake, and you come across into here where you go to the Caribou checkpoint. You get onto the Golden Road, and you got to pay to get onto the Golden Road. And you come across, you come back down in, and right here is the boat launch that I just showed you behind me earlier. You paddle down through into Lobster Lake, and then you've got your camping that's down in this area. So that's where we're heading for this trip. We're gonna get some footage when we get down there. We've got probably about 2 to 3 boat loads worth to go and take with the canoe. And once we get down in there, I'll grab the canoe, or I'll grab whatever, do a shoot around, and you guys will get to see what it's like camping at Lobster Lake in northern Maine. See you in a sec. So here we are down at Lobster Lake, and you've got a bunch of different campsites, and basically they revolve around this peninsula out here. And so on the other side, you've got one at the point, one over there on the other side, and then you've got 2 or 3 for a group kind of area over there. And then you've got the furthest one, which we prefer, which is Jackson Cove, sorry, all the way down in here. So if you come down to the Jackson Cove one, you got this entire area that is nothing but just you. Your nearest camper is over there. And if you really look, you can see that there's a canoe right there for perspective. And there's our regular size canoe. And right across here, it's all really, really shallow. They've actually been swimming out in here on a regular basis. There's a personal sandy beach down across that area you can get to. There's a hiking trail over in here that's about 2 miles long. And there we go. We ended up catching a bunch of white perch over across on the other side of that rock face, and we'll take a little bit more video of that later. So I don't know if you can see this, but this is raccoon. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers there. And then this would be moose. There's the toe, and there's his heel, and there's a dollar bill for reference. So it's almost longer than the dollar bill. Let's see, one track there and one track right there. Here's another better one. Slightly smaller.
Alright, Riley and I hiked all the way to the top of Lobster Mountain, and it is beautiful. Say hello.
Hello.
It was a rough 2 miles. The bottom will be, the way back down will be okay. But it was well worth it. And luckily, there's this crafty little bench to enjoy the top, built by Troop 109, Colchester, Connecticut. Lugged 2 miles up a mountain face.
Looks pretty nice.
It is amazing.
And
you're pretty amazing because you hiked 2 miles all the way up a mountain. And we still have to go back, but it will be better on the way down. 8 years old. Mountain hiker. It's our summer vacation 2018 at Lobster Lake.
So for those of you that wish to try and be eagle-eyed, there's a little tiny orange dot over there that's a life vest on a rock that you can just barely see. So while everybody's waking up in the morning, I figured I'd show you something that was kind of an interesting side note here. You're in the middle of nowhere, and so the reality of being in the middle of nowhere is that A, you need fire. So a lot of times you have this section of woods behind you, and you can be able to go in and you can pull anything that is dead wood, freestanding dead trees. You can pull any blowdowns, you can pull up as many pine cones as you want. You cannot cut anything green. But there's also another reality to being out here. If you're going to be out on a place like this here in the state of Maine, you're going to need to get used to one of these. It's a regular standing Maine outhouse. Good old-fashioned barn door hinges. And this is key. Everything is carry in and carry out. You got to make sure that whatever you bring is something you can take with you. And there we are. Yummy. So there we go. That's our trip to Lobster Lake. I hope other people end up finding this informative and they decide to go and head up through here at some point on their own with their family. It was really worth it. Amazing views. Fishing was really good. We got to see 2 moose. We saw a whole ton of beaver, loons, a bunch of ducks, probably enough squirrels in order to go and make a small circus. And it was a lot of fun. One thing we definitely noted was that it gets windier towards the afternoon, definitely. So you're gonna preferably come in the morning with your canoes and stuff, which is what we're planning on for the next time. All right, everybody. Have fun and share this with anybody you think would like this idea. Yeah. We're gonna check the footage. There might be a cabin there. Hi. So here we are. We're cutting across. This is the upper part of Lobster Lake that you end up coming into. And over there is the inlet that you're going to as far as the river is concerned. And then back across here, over behind me, you'll see the sandy beaches. And that's where the first set of camping spaces start. And then they go down to that end piece over there and back around to where we were.